Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in the wonderful art gallery. I'm sending you tons of great energy. Take that, take that, take that. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Do you have anxiety right now? A lot of anxiety right now, deep divers. And depression. Not only anxiety, but you've got depression at the same time. So I'm doing the Instagram live. A wonderful lady is on the live and she's like, Ralph, I've been suffering from depression and anxiety. And I actually gave her great advice of how to deal with it. So I'm going to tell you what I told her. How to change your anxiety and depression forever to live a happier and healthier life. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So wonderful deep divers, let me share with you. By the way, these flamingos are saying hi, by the way. Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Really transcend anxiety and depression to live a happier and healthier life. First and foremost, many times, a lot of people are writing to me these days saying that they have anxiety and depression. These two are very different, but they can happen simultaneously in our lives. Let's talk about anxiety. What is anxiety? It's that feeling you get when you are afraid to do something. Get up and talk to the crowd. I don't want to do it, Mom. Now you're looking a bit shaky, baby. What is anxiety? It's that feeling you get when you don't want to be somewhere. I don't want to be here, Ralph. I hear you. That was me along my early journey. I realized that I would be anxious, have a lot of anxiety when I didn't want to be somewhere. And when you don't want to be somewhere, what's happening? You are trying to escape. You see, all anxiety emanates from the desire to escape the present moment. What? Slow motion this side. I realized because I wasn't truly happy with the life I was living, I was having a lot of anxiety. I wanted to run away. I wanted to escape. I didn't want to be here. And that's why you have anxiety. So, how I really changed my anxiety forever to really transcend it, to not let it affect me anymore, was to really start living a life I was truly in love with. Like right now, I don't want to be anywhere else. I'm happy being in the present moment right now. We have to start loving the here and now. And that means if you are around someone who is not serving you, you leave. If you are in a job, that's not making you happy, you leave. Until you find an environment where you are comfortable in, now you can move into the present moment. Be present. That's how to really transcend your anxiety. And anxiety is not something abstract. I've realized anxiety lives in our bodies. So, what helped me along my journey to reduce anxiety was to start, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Breathing deep from the base of my spine. Diaphragmatic breathing. What I love to do, deep divers, is to, breathe for 4, hold for 4, release for 4. A lot of us, we're shallow breathing. That's what's giving rise to our anxiety. So every single day, if you want to reduce your anxiety, reconnect back to your body. Inhale that good ass prana, baby. Become more aware of what you are doing with your body. Become more aware of your body language, because inside of your body language holds clues to your emotional state. Like a lot of the times when people are anxious, what do? They do this. They do this. They do this. So I've learned you have to develop what I call total body awareness. And I do this through becoming aware of my breath, really breathing deep from the base of my spine. If you have anxiety right now and depression, let's talk about depression. Deep rest. I'm depressed, Ralph. I know what that's like. What is depression? Deep rest, when spoken phonetically, it comes out as deep rest. A state of deep rest. In other words, you are so exasperated. You are so exhausted. So we have one extreme, anxiety, which is where you're running away, running and running and running, and then you get totally exhausted, and then you have depression. But I'm here to tell you, if you have anxiety and depression, it's a good thing. Why? Because your body is communicating to you through your anxiety and your depression. With your anxiety, your body is saying that be still, be present, face your fears. With your depression, your body is communicating you. It is communicating to you that you have to rest. You have to take a break. You're stressing yourself out and it's not helping you. Keanu Reeves said this, and I love this. You don't struggle with depression. You struggle with the reality you live in. What? Slow motion this side for Neo in the Matrix, baby. You don't struggle with depression. You struggle with the reality you live in. And I saw that along my early journey. I would be like, I'm depressed. I'm anxious, not realizing it's this matrix that is making so many people depressed and full of anxiety. Because a lot of us, we are so preoccupied, especially when this relates to anxiety, to impress other people. Right? People pleasing. Please like me. Seeking external validation. We never feel good enough. And that's why we have so much anxiety. So I learned over time how to heal myself from anxiety was to really come to accept myself. Why are we, deep divers, why are we trying to impress people who don't even care in the first place? I learned that we've got to stop caring about what other people think. And we have to realize how we see ourselves is the only thing that matters. And I see myself in, such a wonderful way. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm not running away from who I truly am. I'm going to stare at you directly in the eyes because I'm worthy. And that's how to really reduce your anxiety. Start feeling worthy by coming out of the closet. So this wonderful lady who called in on the Instagram Live, she didn't want to show her face. And she was talking about how she was really going through anxiety and depression. And that's what happens. I know what it's like. When you have anxiety, sometimes you don't want to be seen. However, to heal from anxiety, You have to allow yourself to be seen. In other words, you have to be vulnerable. Like the great psychologist Brené Brown said, vulnerability is a strength. I've learned that you got to come out of the closet to deal and overcome anxiety and depression. Now let's look at depression. Depression is suppression. Anytime, deep divers, you cannot express your true emotions, you will be depressed and you will be anxious. So over time, I've learned just to express yourself. You just got to express yourself. And you have to realize that is the bravest thing you can do. And every single day, even if you don't want to show your face, if you are talking, if you are speaking your truth, you are already on the way to a greater healing. Congratulations. Be proud of yourself. We have to realize this. The more we can lose this perfection mentality, I got to be perfect. Have you ever seen a perfect person? I haven't. I only see people with perfect imperfections. And if you can embrace your perfect imperfections, your anxiety and your depression will subside. Many times our anxiety and our depression emanates from a lack of self-worth, from this lack of never feeling good enough. I'm here to tell you, you are so good enough, it's unbelievable. 7-day vegan challenge. What are you eating today? Ralph, I'm eating bananas, pears, oranges, and peaches. Fantastic. However, there was a time when I was eating a lot of processed foods, drinking a lot of soda, and I had anxiety, drinking coffee a lot, caffeine, stimulant, okay? This wasn't helping my anxiety. When I had a depression spell, I would be going to McDonald's, eating hamburgers, and all of that crap. Then I came across the Finland study, which showed that people who are eating fast foods are more prone to depression and they're more prone to depression and anxiety. So I'm like, I got to change what I'm eating. And ever since I've gone green, baby, making sure I'm always seeing some green on my plate. Some kale, that looks good, right? Some watercress, that looks fantastic, right? Some Swiss chard, fantastic. Some arugula, now we're talking. Now I'm really eating in my best interest for anxiety and depression because food affects mood. So if you are taking responsibility for your plate, you are now changing your anxiety and depression forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. How to change your anxiety and your depression forever. Deep divers, what's helped me along my journey is to realize this. Stress, okay, increases our cortisol levels, thus giving rise to more anxiety. And then we come crashing down, which gives rise to more depression, that state of deep rest. So I've learned over time, deep divers, you have to go at your own pace. Life is not a race, even though it's called the human race. It's not a race. Live this life the way you want to live it. And you will no longer have anxiety or depression. Many times what happens, parents want you to do something, friends want you to do something, but what do you want to do? Huh? Exactly. Well, you got to do that. You got to do more of what makes you happy without feeling ashamed or guilty because of it. How to change your anxiety and depression forever. Deep divers, what's helped me along my journey? That's right, I do go to bed kind of early. Because I realize this, that a lot of us in this new age, we are addicted to so many things. Social media, Instagram, right? You're looking at other people's profiles. Now you feel anxious. You feel inadequate. Comparison is the greatest thief of joy. Comparison is the greatest thief of joy. I only compare myself when I'm using it for inspiration. But I've learned that by me just going to bed earlier, my anxiety subsides, so does my depression. It no longer exists. So I've gotten into a routine of going to bed a lot earlier. Most of the time, I aim for 10 o'clock. Sometimes it doesn't work because the cat down the road is disturbing me, coming in my room and stuff. Okay. However, if I can sleep early, I know that I'm going to wake up. I'm going to wake up feeling fantastic. I'm going to wake up earlier. That means I can go out, I can exercise, I can go and skate, do some yoga, feel good about myself. Once again, increase that serotonin. And now I feel amazing. Promote neurogenesis, okay? Because Harvard studies will show you that a smaller hippocampus has been linked to depression. What grows our hippocampus? Neurogenesis, producing more brain cells, which we can actually do through positive exercise, right? So if you are going to the gym, you are now reducing your anxiety and depression. Is that simple. If you are going hiking, if you are going swimming, you're doing yourself a wonderful service, right? So I'm getting active. And that instantly changes my mood. Thus, it changes what I will attract into my... It changes, deep divers, what I will attract into my reality. A lot of people say this as well. They give themselves labels. I'm anxious. I'm depressed. Once again, you don't suffer from depression. You are struggling with the reality you live in this matrix. And once you free yourself of that, you're like, oh, I get it. I've been depressed all of this time. I've been anxious all of this time because I didn't know who I truly was. Now I know who I am. And I'm going to choose equilibrium. I'm going to choose homeostasis. I'm going to listen to beautiful music, classical music as soon as I wake up. A little bit of Bob Marley too. Okay? To really start creating more tranquility within myself. I'm not going to be labeled by someone suffering. I'm not a sufferer. I'm not a victim. I'm a co-creator. I choose how I feel. What? Slow motion this side. How to change your anxiety and depression forever. Many times we think we are the only ones going through this. No, I realize that I'm not the only one who's ever had anxiety or depression. No, billions of people go through this. This is the rites of passage to be on planet Earth. However, if we can learn that we don't have to go through it alone, we can talk, we can build a support network, we can surround ourselves with people who actually care or people who have gone through it, they can bless us with their wisdom. Many times we have anxiety and we have depression because we have negative core beliefs. It's all BS belief systems. I realized once I changed my thoughts, I changed my anxiety, I changed my depression. So you have to challenge your negative core beliefs. If you believe that you aren't worthy, you will feel depressed. If you believe you are a terrible person, you will feel anxious. If you believe you have to fit into this crummy 3D matrix, you will feel depressed and you will feel anxious. However, if you believe that this too shall pass, it will pass because belief shapes our reality. So there you have it, deep divers. That is how to change your anxiety and your depression forever. And once you do, deep divers, you will live a happier and healthier life. And then, well, you just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful, deep divers. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Oh, you like the shirt? You like these flamingos, baby? Check out the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Giving a few away only on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Check out the amazing new book on Amazon, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart. Deep divers, have a beautiful day. infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy, peace. You! Be still, be still, be still.